Hello and welcome everyone to Book Marketing Fridays Productivity Sprint. So the goal of the stream today is to do a 1 hour sprint, and you can use a sprint for whatever you need it for. I'm going to specifically work on book marketing stuff. It has been my goal to try to be more conscious and thoughtful about what I'm doing for book marketing. And I like to talk about what have I done and what are the results. And I cannot remember last Friday. I was kind of going back through my stream and I do not remember what I did. And what I do remember about last Friday was I was not in the mood to do book marketing. I do remember that. I think what I did is I just kind of read about book marketing tactics and other things. I remember having an email and I went to go look at it, and I don't know what else I did after that. But this week I decided, my book is on sale. A Curse of Scales and Feathers is on sale for 99 cents ebook for the whole month. And for the first couple days, I didn't say anything about it. By the 4th of the month, I got a newsletter out, so my newsletter list kind of knew about it. Got some sales from that. I think the following Friday, I put out a post on Instagram, and it seemed like that probably generated a couple of sales. And then I also paid for a promo for 99 cents on the 9th, and so the 9th of February. Got quite a few more sales from that as well. And that was A Curse of Scales and Feathers. There's also the newest book that's out, A Curse of Wings and Gems, which is full price. I've had a few sales of that. I do remember my sales from last Friday. So from last Friday, I have sold 4 more of the newest book. And then I've sold 3 more copies of the book that's for 99 cents. That's The Curse of Scales and Feathers. So I thought what I would do today is that I wanted to try Facebook ads. And I did some Facebook ads last year just to kind of get in there and try and figure out, how does this work? What do the options do? And I did it for a non-book thing. It was for stories, but it was for my romantasy adventures. And all the advice I was taking was mostly here's how you do it for book marketing. So I felt like, you know what? Okay, I did it for a little while. I let it run its course. And I thought, well, next time I do this, I want to do this specifically for a book. So I thought, you know what, let me try to do this for the rest of the month. I will do a Facebook ad for A Curse of Scales and Feathers, which is on sale for 99 cents through the end of the month. So that's what I'm going to work on today. I've already created my creative. The creative is whatever image or video you're going to use in your Facebook ad. And I think it's called creative across marketing when it comes to marketing things. But let's see here. So hello, Mars. How are you doing? I hope all is well. And hey, Shanon, I'm eating lunch at the moment. I'm also on my retreat working on my Edgar Allan Poe journal. And I hope that's going well for you. I honestly didn't expect to hear anything from you until you got back from your retreat. So, and Adeshle, hello. So, I was going to see if there was some way. I don't think I can. Extra camera, slides, PDF. StreamYard only lets you share one video, one screen. So that other than that, you can share slides, a PDF, extra camera, video file, or an image file. But you can, I have the timer down below me that is a share of a screen. And I was like, I would like to share my screen too when I was doing the Facebook ad, but it doesn't allow me to do more than one share of a screen. So it is what it is. All right. So yeah, I am going to go through. I think I've got enough. When I did the Facebook ads last year, I did them based off of, I think it was a course I bought. It wasn't very expensive. And it made a whole lot of sense, everything he talked about. What I did this morning in between other tasks as well is I listened to David Gaughran's most current Facebook ads video. David Gaughran used to be a force here on YouTube for authors on how to sell your books and things like that. He was gone for a few years, but a lot of his backlist was still really good. So when I came onto YouTube, he wasn't really putting out videos anymore. And then about a year ago, he started putting out videos again. And he has a three video series about your ad creative, how can you make your creative, which is the image. And I have no idea if my image is going to be any good. I can share it with y'all. But I kind of did it based off of what he was showing in his videos. And then I also watched his newest one, which he put out last month. And I watched it kind of in the background last month. So I didn't really pay attention to what he was saying, everything. A lot of it's not the same as what I've learned already. But there's a few things that seem to be different. I made 3 different creatives. I decided the third one is the one I like the most. So I'm just going to go with the one. Now, the guy that I listened to and took the course with last year, he talked about making ad sets. So that's one set of ads that are just slightly different. whether it's the creative, that's the image, or not and, or it is the headline, or it is the description. So those are the three main parts of a Facebook ad. You got your creative, your headline, your description. And so in an ad set, the way he taught it was change one thing. So like this ad set, it is the same creative. Here's the creative that I made. It's the same creative, but the headline changes, and it's the same description for all three. And then you have another ad set, which is the same creative, the same headline, but you're changing description. What did I just say? Description changed. I think headline for the first one changed. On the second one, you changed the description. And then your third ad set, you do three different creatives with like your strongest headline and strongest description being the same for all three. So that way you can see what hits with readers, or what makes people want to click. So, and he also talked about like putting the price on there and then grabbing something from your reviews. And so that's what I did here. And this is the same way that David Gauguin now David Gauguin had the way he set this up was a bit different, where you're actually like putting the book cover on there, where the guy I followed last year, what is his name? I can't remember it. I just go back through my emails, but the one that I followed last year, he was all about just an image, not the book cover. And then putting like, the quote from a review or whatever. So I took a quote from one of my reviews and put that in there, and then with the price. So this is set up more like what David Gauguin was suggesting for the creatives. So I'm going to try that and see if that works. And I think I'm just going to run it to the end of the month, but I need to set it up. So that is what I am intending to do today. There's no more comments. So let's go ahead and get into, I had the wrong live stream up here. Yeah, I'll fix that. Let's go ahead and get this sprint started. Find the right button. 1 hour on the clock in 3, 2, 1, and good luck, everyone. Okay, that is time. How did you do? So I got my Facebook ad going, and it's already been approved. It took me about 25 minutes to figure it out because the last time I did Facebook ads was last year, and that was really like my first time of doing it, and this was slightly different. So it took me a little bit of time. So did 25 minutes of that, and then I realized I was on this site trying to get book reviews and trying different services to see what they do, like Authors XP and whatnot. And realized I didn't have A Curse of Scales and Feathers up there. And I was like, oh, I should go add that, see if I can get reviews. So I had to do all the information about it and everything, the Amazon page and all that. And then had to wait for that to get approved. But it also got approved. So that is done. Okay. So like 8 minutes left. And then I realized that I have The Florist Budding Desire. That's my next publication that's coming out next month. A little less than a month now. I did get the approved LCCN, which is the Library of Congress control number. And I got that approved. And really that should go into your book. So I was like, oh, I got to go update my book everywhere with the LCCN. Because once you get approved, they give you like a little thing that you had to put in there. It just says Library of Congress control number, and then the number that goes with it. And it says to put that exactly as it appears below on the copyright page of the book. So I was getting that done and got that into the book. So I do all my formatting for my book in Atticus. So I got it into Atticus, and I'm waiting for the PDF to finish getting ready for export. So I went to export the PDF so I can update the paperback and hardback, and then and it just came open. And then also I need to do the EPUB and export that next. Well, I'll do that in just a second. Anyway, so that's what I got done. What did you guys get done? Left off here with Adeshley say hello. Then Kat came in. Hello. Barely made it to the beginning, huh? Oh, I'm playing a bit of the Sims 4 to refill the well. Sometimes that's needed. I'm ready for February to be over. I love doing the charm chats, but it's so tiring. So like, time that I would normally like just zone out, and I'm not zoning out because I'm talking to people. I love the talking to other authors, but for a full month of it, it's just like, oh, I'm tired. Gwyneth says checking from a random McDonald's in the middle of Phoenix because my car started acting up on the freeway when I was on my way to a client. Oh no. So you're in the middle of Phoenix because your car started acting up. So are you like waiting for help? Wait, there's more comments. Hold on. Got some oil, added it. Now waiting for it to settle while I sip a Shamrock Shake. Okay. And then Gwenna on the freeway in Phoenix. I'm so sorry. At least it isn't summer. I hope everything's good now. Oh, it'll be fine. Not my first radio. Okay. I mean, I was a little bit concerned here. I was like, you're like stuck out there, like with nobody and car broken down, and yeah. Okay. It's not broken down, but you know what you're doing with your car. So, okay, good. I'm just not a fan of the Phoenix freeway. Too many crazy drivers. I don't know if I know I've been through Phoenix, Arizona a couple of times now. Yeah. I just don't remember it. I don't remember like I remember being through there and driving through there because my girlfriend lives like close to there, girlfriend from college, and I met up with her at her house. We were going to go to a conference together, but she got sick. And then after the conference was over, went back and visit with her for a little while. So, yeah. Feeling really down today. So I just did some painting, cleaned up the living room, and general pickup around the house, put some dishes away. And yeah, I was supposed to do other things. I mean, I feel like you still got a lot done. And did you write any today, or are you just like you're in the mood where like writing is not going to happen? I feel those days quite a bit. But usually when it gets really bad, I just go back to bed and don't get up for a while. Including meal prep, but it's a rough day today. I'm really sorry for everything you're going through, Mars. Now that we're over here thinking of you. I'm still working on my Edgar Allan Poe journal. I actually ate lunch, looked at some editing items. Hello, Kat. Yay for Sims. I clicked on it, didn't go. There it's going. And hi, Gwenna. Okay, got to the end of the comments. So, yeah, we'll see. I also, for those who are here at the beginning, I talked about how many more books I sold since last Friday with my the first novel in my series, which they're not. You don't have to read the novels in order. It's just the first one I wrote in this series, being on 99 cents all month. So I talked about the two books because I got that one, the second book that's out that's at full price, and how much I've sold since last Friday. And then I had to go get the Amazon link, and you want as clean of a link as possible when you get your Amazon links for different things. And this was for the review site. So I always go through the, what do they call that? I just save it under book platforms. Amazon, Kindle Direct Publishing, whatever, bookshelf. So it's just the direct store. It's the back end for Kindle Direct when you're doing your ebook for, or your paperback, your ebook, whatever, or the versions you're doing with Amazon is the platform you use. So I went in there to go get the cleanest link possible. And I saw, oh, I sold another copy. So, which is kind of interesting because I think I had only sold, I had only sold 3 copies since last Friday. And then, so I said that at the beginning of the stream. And then when I, like within minutes of me, it's like 25 minutes of me going into the platform, I had sold another copy. And I was like, wow, that was pretty fast. Didn't expect that. Now, I know it wasn't for the Facebook ad because I just finished doing the Facebook ad and I went over to the review platform and realized I needed the link, the clean link to put in for the reviews. So anyways, any tips for the copyright page? So I use Atticus to, hold on. I can take this off, remove, because I still have Atticus up. Yes. Let me put Atticus down here so I can see it and you guys at the same time. I use Atticus to video files, stop screen, share this tab instead. I need a different setup. Hold on, let me get a different setup here. I don't know if that's easy to see or not. Okay. Now back, writing. So for the copyright page, I just take I think there's a template with Atticus. So that's just what I do there. So I filled it in with my own stuff. The second paragraph I got from like other authors using it, saying not to use my book for AI generative training or AI technologies to generate text. I like putting that in there. I don't know if anyone ever actually pays attention. I mean, I would say to everyone, but I'm sure there's people who still do it without, but it's still there to say that. The first part is just like the normal blurb that you would usually say for copyright, which you can state those different ways. And then I always put the contact info. I like putting my book cover designer on there. And then of course now I have the Library of Congress control number on there from where I got that. So thanks very much for the sprint, Shannon. Have a terrific weekend. You too. I hope you have a wonderful retreat for the rest of your time. Haven't done any writing today, but I need to, especially for the grant writing. And this is the only sprint that I was just going to do today. I will be back in an hour and 45 minutes with the next Charm Chats. This was Charity May. And looking forward to talking with her. I don't know I haven't met her before. She came from one of the groups I must have plugged the form into, like, hey, any fantasy romance authors or romantic authors. But I did enjoy her story. So yeah, okay. That's probably all y'all need to know. Thank you everyone so much for coming. As far as sprints, I'll be back on Monday with the long marathon ones if you're looking forward to that. So, all right. Thanks everyone. Bye.